Hello friends, welcome back to my new lecture. Today we are going to see the research approaches. Already we have seen many of the lectures. In that we have seen types of research and how research carried out, what are the qualitative research, quantitative research, descriptive research, basic research, etc. We have already seen. Now we are going to discuss about research approaches. What is research approaches? As displayed on the screen, there are two type of research approaches. That is quantitative research and qualitative research. Now by the name itself, this is related to what? A quantity. This is related to what? Quantity. Means what? As we have discussed already, how much is the important, how much is important. Whereas the qualitative approach, in the qualitative approach, as I told you, here opinion, feelings are recorded and the research is done accordingly. Okay, so there are two type of research approach, as quantitative and qualitative. Okay, we are going to see it in detail. Let's see a quantitative approach. What is quantitative approach? This involves the generation of data in a quantities forms which can be subjected to rigorous quantitative analysis. So here we are going to generate a data in the form of quantity, and then after generating a data, quantitative analysis we are going to do it in the form, in a formal rigid fashion. This approach can be further subclassified into inferential, experimental and simulation approach to research. So there are three type of subcategory in the quantitative approach. First is what? Inferential, second is what? Experiment, and third is what? Simulation. So these are three subcategories in the quantitative approach. We are going to discuss in detail what is meant by inferential, what is meant by experimental, what is meant by simulation approaches. Okay, so going for a first inferential approach. What is inferential approach? Let's read it carefully. The purpose of inferential approach to research is to form a database from which infer characteristic or relationship of population. So here important is what? To form a database. This usually means survey research where a sample of population is studied to determine its characteristic. It is then inferred that the population has the same characteristics. So basically inferential approach, survey is important. It's a survey is important. In the survey we are going to collect a quantity, and after collecting a quantity we are going to study that particular quantity and we are going to determine its characteristic, and it is then inferred that the population has the same characteristics. Okay, so we are going to discuss the characteristic, we are going to determine some conclusion out of characteristic, and for determination of characteristic the survey is important. So we are going to do the survey, and for the survey we are going to collect the data. This is what called as inferential approach. This is first type of approach in the quantitative approach of research. Second is experimental approach. By the name itself we can understand that here the experiment will be carried out. Let's see. Experimental approach is characterized by much greater control over the research environment, and in this case some variables are manipulated to observe their effect on the other variable. So here a much greater control over research environment. Here we are having a good control over the environment. This is, as I told you, it's kind of experiment. What we do in experiment? In experiment there is some input parameters. There is some input parameters and there is some output parameter. Some output parameters. So what we do? We control the input parameters. We control the what? Input parameter. Like if you see some thermodynamic experiment is there, we are going to control the input heat Q, then flow rate of air, etc. These are the input parameters. So we are going to control it. That means we are going to control the environment, and effect of this on the output parameter. Output we may determine heat transfer coefficient, we may determine Reynolds number, we may determine Nusselt number. So effect of this on this we are going to determine. So here for doing this what we required experiment. So whenever we are going to do the experimentation, then experimental approach is very important. Experimental approach is very important. Simulation approach, this is very important as far as modern days are concerned. Let's read it carefully. Simulation approach involve the construction of artificial environment. there is artificial environment within which relevant information and data can be generated. This permits an observation of dynamic behavior of system under the controlled condition. So here it permits the observation of dynamic behavior of system under controlled condition. The term simulation in the context of business and social science applications refers to the operation of a numerical model that represent the structure of dynamic process. The operation of numerical model that represent the structure of dynamic process. Given the value of initial condition, parameters and exogenous variables, a simulation is run to represent the behavior of process over a time. The simulation approach can also be useful in building models and understanding future conditions. Now by the name itself, here we are going to do the simulation. How we are going to do the simulation? For the simulation we may use CFD, we may use ANSYS or any other software. What we do generally in a software? Generally in software we are going to generate artificial environment. Artificial environment means what? That is not actual environment. If I say temperature of 100 degrees Celsius, that we are giving. So whether it is actual 100 degrees Celsius, it's not 100 degrees Celsius, but on the computer we are giving as 100 degrees Celsius, and we are going to check its effect on the various parameters. Okay, this permit observation of dynamic behavior in a system under controlled conditions. So we can control the condition. Which condition we can control? The input condition we can control, and we can check the effect of input on a dynamic behavior. Okay, the operation of numerical model that represent the structure dynamic process. So here in a simulation approach, the most important advantage is what? We can give any kind of input. Like let's say for 100 degrees Celsius, giving input at 100 degrees Celsius in actual case. Actual case means what? I am speaking about experimental case. We have to generate this 100 degrees Celsius and then it will affect. But in case of simulation approach, just we have to change the digit from 10 degrees Celsius to 100 degrees Celsius. I can go it immediately. But in actual case, there is environmental effect, there is a steady state condition, etc. We have to wait. Here it's not necessary to wait. And what is the effect of 10 degrees Celsius? What is the effect of 100 degrees Celsius? That can be tested very easily without hampering the human life. Means what? In the experimental case, some of the time there is a chances of accident because of a blast, because of current, because of electricity, etc. But in case of simulation approach, this we are doing on a computer. So as we are doing on a computer, there is no effect or there is no danger to the life, human life, at the same time social life, at the same time we can say a physical infrastructure of the laboratory. So we have seen three type of approaches. One is inferential approach. Inferential approach is what? Inferential approach is approach where the important is survey is taken and that survey characteristic is studied. That's the inferential approach. Experimental approach. In the experimental approach we are going to do the experiment, and now you are well aware what we do in experiment, because I hope you have studied this at undergraduate level. And simulation approach, obviously in simulation approach most of the time we are going to use the software and we are going to check the effect of one parameter on the other parameter. So these are three type of approach in the quantitative approaches. Now we are going for qualitative approach. As we have discussed already, in case of qualitative approach we are going to give importance to feeling, opinion. So obviously when feeling and opinion we are discuss, it's a person oriented. Some person may feel it's very good parameter, another person may feel it's not a good parameter. So person to person this will go on changing. But when we are going to take a mass of persons, and what is opinion of mass of persons, that we are going to discuss over here. Okay, let's read it carefully. Qualitative approach to research is concerned with subjective assessment of attitude, opinion and behavior. So here these are three very important parameter: attitude, opinion and behavior, as I have written here. Okay, research in a such situation is a function of researchers' insight and impression. So here whenever we are going for a qualitative research, let's say I am taking a survey for the let's say soap smell. If I am going to produce a new soap and I want to check how people will feel about its smell. So when we are checking opinion of people's regarding smell of soap, some people may feel it's very good smell, some people may feel it's bad smell, some people may say it is very aggressive smell, like that. So here the personal opinions comes under the parameter. At the same time, when we are going to do a qualitative research, researchers insight is important, researchers impression is also important. How you are going to ask a question as a researcher, that also affect on the system. Such an approach to research generates results either in non-quantitative form or in the form which are not subjected to rigorous quantitative analysis. Generally, the techniques of focus group interviews, predictive techniques, and depth interviews are used. Here, obviously, when we are thinking about smell, etc., we cannot generate a quantity. We cannot generate a quantity data. We can generate a quality data, and that quality data can be studied. How this data, qualitative data, is collected? That's one, by the interviews, second by the projective techniques, and third by the depth interviews. So these are some of the tools which are used for collecting the data in case of qualitative approach. So qualitative approach takes the help of interview, the projective techniques, and depth interviews. Okay, so here we have discussed qualitative approach. You have to remember, the thing is that here the opinion, feeling, insights, impressions are very important rather than a quantity. Okay, so here what we are discussing in this particular lecture is research approaches. Research approach is divided into two parts, that is quantitative approach, qualitative approach. Quantitative approach has three another type: inferential, experimental, and simulation. We have seen in inferential, survey is important. In the experimental approach, experiment is important, and in case of simulation, we are going to use the software. In case of qualitative approach, feeling, opinion, impression, insights are important, and tools which we are using is interview, projective techniques, and depth interview. Thank you very much.